A world where desperation meets greed and survival means making impossible choices. But did you know that the story behind Squid Game is even more shocking and complex than the series itself? Throughout much of Season 2, fans questioned how Squid Game was able to start and why its creators chose the specific set of games, players, and themes. To becoming Netflix's most watched show, Squid Game hides a history full of twists, struggles, and jaw-dropping revelations. And today, we're going to uncover it all. Stay with us as we explore the untold origins of the games, the mastermind behind it all, and how Squid Game became a mirror reflecting the darkest corners of our society. And if you think you've seen it all, wait until we dive into the incredible backstory of the man who turned childhood nostalgia into deadly entertainment. You won't believe what we've uncovered about him. Before we dive into this insane history, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Why? Because we bring you the most unbelievable historical events and secrets, just like this one. Now, let's begin. The global phenomenon of Squid Game. It's hard to believe that a single series could capture the hearts and fears of people around the world. Released in September 2021, Squid Game shattered Netflix records, drawing over 142 million households within the first month. But what makes this show so unique? Is it the deadly games? The gripping storyline? Or the way it holds up a mirror to the harsh realities of our world? In truth, it's all of the above. Squid Game wasn't just a show, it was a wake-up call. A call to examine our own societies, our struggles, and our humanity. But how did this phenomenon come to life? For that, we need to go back to its roots. The origins of the childhood game. Let's rewind to the 1970s and 1980s in South Korea, where kids played a game called Squid Game on the dusty streets of their neighborhoods. The titular Squid Game is not merely a fictional creation, but a real game that was popular among South Korean children during the 1970s and 1980s. Played on a roughly drawn diagram resembling a squid, the game required strategy, agility, and teamwork, with players divided into attackers and defenders. The objective was to navigate the squid and reach the goal, often leading to chaotic and exhilarating moments. For Hwang Dong-hyuk, Squid Game was a nostalgic touchstone, evoking memories of simpler times when children bonded over shared experiences. However, in the context of the series, this innocent game takes on a sinister new dimension. The rules remain the same, but the stakes are raised to life and death levels, stripping away any semblance of joy or camaraderie. The use of Squid Game as the series' climactic challenge is both symbolic and poignant. It represents a return to the roots of the characters' lives, a moment of reflection on what has been lost in the pursuit of survival. The choice to include this particular game also serves as a nod to South Korea's cultural heritage, grounding the series in a uniquely local context while inviting global audiences to appreciate its authenticity. But what made him transform a children's game into a dystopian nightmare? The answer lies in his own life. The creation of the Squid Games. Squid Game wasn't just a story about survival, it was a masterclass in visual storytelling. From the iconic pink jumpsuits of the guards to the eerily cheerful sets, every detail was designed to disturb and captivate. But did you know the entire production was created on a relatively small budget? Despite this, the team crafted a world so vivid and haunting that it became the face of modern dystopian storytelling. And at the heart of this world lies the man who started it all, Illenium, Player 1. To understand the current situation players such as Cho Hyun-ju and Player 144 are in, we must go back to the year 1988 when Illenium, the old man revealed to be the competition's creator in Season 1, became frustrated by his level of living. Was he poor? No, of course not. Much like Bill Gates and Elon Musk, he had everything he needed and still wanted more. As a successful business tycoon, Illenium linked up with a few of his fellow millionaires to create the very first Squid Game and fill the void in their lives. Girls just want to have fun, but millionaires wanted more. Naturally, they used childhood games popular in South Korea such as Red Light, Green Light, marbles, and tug-of-war to ensure all of their competitors could compete. Illenium initially filled the role of host, with his colleagues stepping in as the VIPs who would soon don gold-plated animal masks. Following Illenium's death at the end of Season 1, former 2015 Wong and Ho, also known as the frontman, took over as top dog. Over the years, the games became a grotesque spectacle for the wealthy elite, reflecting the worst excesses of capitalist exploitation. Illenium, the mastermind of the Squid Games. One of the most compelling aspects of Squid Game is the character of Illenium, initially introduced as the frail and endearing Player 1. His revelation as the mastermind behind the game shocked audiences, forcing them to reevaluate his actions throughout the series. Illenium's character embodies the intersection of privilege, power, and moral decay. Born into wealth, Illenium lived a life untouched by hardship, which left him disconnected from the struggles of ordinary people. His desire to recreate the childhood games that once brought him joy, albeit in a twisted and deadly form, highlights the corrosive effects of unchecked privilege. His interactions with JiHun, particularly their final conversation, serve as a philosophical showdown, revealing Illenium's cynical worldview and JiHun's enduring humanity. Illenium's early life and descent into darkness. Illenium's journey began as a child of privilege, shielded from the challenges faced by the average person. He enjoyed a carefree youth, playing games like marbles and tug-of-war with friends. These simple pleasures, however, became distorted as he grew older and inherited his family's wealth. His life of luxury left him searching for excitement and meaning, leading him to conceive the deadly Squid Games as a way to inject purpose into his existence. The games reflect Illenium's complex psyche, a mix of nostalgia, moral detachment, and a warped sense of fairness. His ability to justify the suffering of others as a means of entertainment underscores the dangers of power without accountability. The VIPs, exploiting desperation for entertainment. The VIPs represent the pinnacle of privilege, serving as spectators who revel in the suffering of the participants. Their presence highlights the dehumanizing effects of wealth and the moral compromises made to maintain power. The stark contrast between the desperation of the players and the indifference of the VIPs underscores the show's critique of social inequality. The games, framed as opportunities for redemption, are revealed to be rigged spectacles designed for the amusement of the elite. This dynamic exposes the hypocrisy of systems that claim to offer fairness while perpetuating exploitation. The God complex of Illenium. Illenium's role as the creator of the games reveals a deep-seated God complex. He views himself as an omnipotent figure, orchestrating life and death scenarios to test human nature. His detachment from the consequences of his actions allows him to justify the games as fair competitions, ignoring the inherent cruelty and manipulation involved. Illenium's self-perception as a moral arbiter is challenged by JiHun, whose humanity serves as a counterpoint to Illenium's cynicism. This clash of ideologies adds depth to the series, exploring the complex interplay between power, morality, and accountability. Player 1's true identity and its revelation. One of the most shocking moments in Squid Game is the revelation that Illenium, the elderly and seemingly vulnerable Player 1, is the mastermind behind the deadly games. This twist redefines his earlier actions and interactions with other characters. Illenium's calm demeanor during the first game, red light, green light, and his decisive strategy in tug-of-war were early clues about his true identity. The pivotal moment occurs during the marble game, where Illenium appears to sacrifice himself for Song JiHun. His deliberate forgetfulness during their match allows JiHun to survive while creating a plausible exit strategy for himself. The absence of a gunshot and the lack of visible evidence of his death further hinted at his survival. This twist forces viewers to reevaluate Illenium's motivations and his role in the narrative, adding layers of complexity to the series. The dynamic between Illenium and JiHun. The relationship between Illenium and Song JiHun is a central element of the series, offering a profound exploration of contrasting worldviews. Illenium, jaded by his wealth and power, represents cynicism and detachment, while JiHun, despite his flaws and hardships, embodies resilience and humanity. Their bond, marked by moments of camaraderie and manipulation, serves as a microcosm of the series' broader themes of trust, betrayal, and morality. The final interaction between the two characters, Illenium's deathbed conversation with JiHun, acts as a philosophical showdown. Illenium's belief in humanity's inherent selfishness is challenged by JiHun's enduring faith in the goodness of people. This confrontation not only underscores their ideological differences, but also sets the stage for JiHun's transformation into an active opponent of the games. Criticism and controversies. Despite its acclaim, Squid Game has faced criticism for its graphic violence and its portrayal of human suffering. Some viewers argue that the series sensationalizes violence, while others see it as a necessary element to drive its social commentary. Ethical debates have also emerged around the show's themes, particularly the exploitation of vulnerable individuals for entertainment. Additionally, some critics have questioned the depth of the series' commentary on capitalism, suggesting that its portrayal of inequality lacks nuance. These controversies have sparked important conversations about the role of media in addressing social issues, further cementing Squid Game as a cultural touchstone. The philosophy behind the games. The Squid Games are more than just a series of lethal competitions. They are a reflection of societal systems that prioritize survival and success over compassion and ethics. Each game is designed to expose human vulnerabilities, from trust and loyalty to greed and desperation. Participants are forced to confront their darkest impulses, highlighting the moral compromises people make in the face of adversity. Illenium's justification for the games as fair competitions underscores the hypocrisy of systems that claim to offer equality while perpetuating inequality. The game structure where the wealthy elite benefit from the suffering of the poor mirrors real-world dynamics, making the series a poignant critique of capitalist systems. The series compels us to ask, in a world of survival, how far would we go to win? And at what cost? But again, there are many twists and turns, so it is important to know the full procedure in detail. The visionary behind Squid Game. Hwang Dong-hyuk was not always the acclaimed creator we know today. In fact, back in 2009, he was struggling with debt, much like the characters in his show. He wanted to create a story that reflected the harsh realities of economic inequality, a story where survival meant more than just winning, it meant exposing the systems that control us. But Hwang faced years of rejection. Studios turned him down, calling his script too violent and too risky. It wasn't until Netflix, in its bid to diversify content, saw the potential in his vision. And what a vision it turned out to be. Hwang's vision also extended beyond mere storytelling. He aimed to critique modern capitalism, exploring how systems of power and wealth can drive people to unimaginable lengths. The metaphor of a game where the poor fight for survival while the rich watch from the sidelines was not just a plot device, but a mirror held up to society. This blend of sharp social commentary and riveting drama was the foundation upon which Squid Game was built. Inspiration from the past. One of the most striking elements of Squid Game is its use of childhood games as the foundation for its deadly competition. This choice was not arbitrary but deeply rooted in Hwang Dong-hyuk's personal memories and cultural context. Growing up in South Korea, Hwang, like many others of his generation, played traditional games such as the titular Squid Game, which involved strategy, physicality, and teamwork. These games were a cherished part of his childhood, evoking feelings of innocence and camaraderie. The simplicity of the games also allowed viewers to focus on the psychological and moral dilemmas faced by the characters, rather than getting lost in complex rules or elaborate settings. Each game, whether it was red light, green light, or tug of war, became a metaphor for societal struggles, with victory often requiring betrayal, manipulation, or sheer ruthlessness. This innovative use of childhood games also transcended cultural boundaries. While the specific games featured in Squid Game were rooted in South Korean traditions, their themes of competition and survival were universally understood. This accessibility was a key factor in the show's global appeal, allowing viewers from diverse backgrounds to connect with the story on an emotional level. The struggles and development. The journey to bring Squid Game to life was anything but smooth. Hwang Dong-hyuk first conceptualized the series in 2008, but the project faced numerous hurdles over the years. At the time, the concept of a high-stakes survival game was considered too risky and niche by potential investors. Many producers rejected the idea outright, questioning whether audiences would connect with such a dark and unflinching story. The turning point came years later when streaming platforms like Netflix began seeking bold, innovative content that could appeal to global audiences. Netflix's interest in expanding its footprint in South Korea coincided with Hwang's persistence, leading to the greenlighting of Squid Game in 2019. Even then, the production faced challenges, from casting the right actors to designing the elaborate sets and crafting the show's signature visual style. However, Hwang's determination and the dedication of his team ensured that the series stayed true to its original vision, ultimately resulting in a cultural phenomenon. Production behind the scenes. The production of Squid Game reflects the meticulous craftsmanship that has defined the series since its inception. Creator Hwang Dong-hyuk has been at the helm, ensuring that the narrative remains true to his vision. His decision to film seasons 2 and 3 consecutively underscores the complexity and interconnectedness of the storyline, allowing for a seamless continuation of the series. Filming has reportedly involved multiple international locations, suggesting a broader scope for the narrative. Elaborate sets have been constructed to bring the deadly games to life, each designed to challenge the players physically, mentally, and emotionally. The show's distinctive aesthetic, marked by vibrant colors juxtaposed with harrowing brutality, remains a hallmark, with Season 3 expected to push creative boundaries even further. Behind the camera, the production team has spared no expense in ensuring technical excellence. From intricate costume designs that reflect the hierarchy of the games to cutting-edge special effects that heighten the tension, every detail is crafted to immerse viewers in the world of Squid Game. Squid Game's road to Netflix. The journey of Squid Game to global screens is a testament to Hwang Dong-hyuk's perseverance in the face of rejection. For over a decade, the project languished in development hell, dismissed by studios and producers who deemed it too grim or unconventional. The concept of a survival game featuring ordinary people competing in deadly childhood games was seen as a gamble, particularly in a market that often favored more traditional narratives. Hwang's determination to see his vision realized never wavered, even as he faced personal hardships. The rejection of Squid Game was not just a professional setback, but a reflection of broader industry trends that often sideline stories with sharp social critiques. However, the rise of streaming platforms like Netflix provided a new avenue for such content. Unlike traditional studios, Netflix was actively seeking diverse and daring stories that could resonate with global audiences. When Netflix finally greenlit Squid Game, it was a gamble that paid off spectacularly. The platform's global reach allowed the series to find an audience far beyond South Korea, turning what was once considered a niche project into a worldwide sensation. Hwang's perseverance and Netflix's willingness to take risks proved to be a winning combination, setting the stage for Squid Game to become a cultural touchstone. Why Squid Game resonates? To fully appreciate the success of Squid Game, it is essential to understand the cultural and historical backdrop that shaped both the story and its reception. South Korea, like many modern nations, has grappled with issues of economic disparity, social stratification, and the psychological toll of hyper-competitive environments. The series taps into these realities, offering a searing critique of systems that marginalize the vulnerable and prioritize profit over human dignity. In South Korea, the pressure to succeed academically and professionally is immense, with many individuals burdened by debt and societal expectations. The show's contestants, who come from various walks of life but share a common desperation, reflect these struggles. Characters like JiHun, a down-on-his-luck gambler, and Sae Byok, a North Korean defector seeking a better life, resonate deeply with audiences who see echoes of their own challenges in these stories. On a global level, Squid Game struck a chord because its themes transcend cultural boundaries. The growing wealth gap, the precarious nature of employment, and the commodification of human lives are issues faced worldwide. By embedding these universal concerns in the structure of a survival game, the show created a narrative that felt both personal and expansive. The series also draws on South Korea's rich storytelling tradition, blending the bleak realism of contemporary cinema with the allegorical depth of classic folk tales. This combination of cultural specificity and universal relevance is a key reason why Squid Game became a global phenomenon, sparking discussions about systemic inequality and the human cost of survival. Themes of inequality and desperation. At its core, Squid Game is a scathing critique of systemic inequality and the desperation it breeds. The series unflinchingly examines how capitalism and economic disparity push individuals to the brink, forcing them to make impossible choices. The contestants, drawn from diverse backgrounds, all share one thing in common: they are victims of a system that prioritizes wealth and power over humanity. Each game in the series serves as a microcosm of societal struggles, illustrating how competition and survival often come at the expense of morality and trust. The game's design, which pits individuals against one another, mirrors the zero-sum mentality that dominates capitalist systems. Players must weigh their own survival against the lives of others, leading to moments of betrayal, sacrifice, and moral compromise. The show also critiques the voyeuristic nature of power, as the wealthy VIPs watch the contestants with detached amusement, treating human lives as mere entertainment. This dynamic underscores the dehumanizing effects of unchecked privilege and the commodification of suffering. What makes Squid Game particularly powerful is its refusal to offer easy answers. While the series highlights the structural inequalities that drive its characters to desperation, it also forces viewers to confront uncomfortable questions about their own complicity in these systems. By holding up a mirror to society, Squid Game challenges audiences to reevaluate their values and consider the cost of survival in an unequal world. The diverse stories of survival. One of the most compelling aspects of Squid Game is its ensemble cast, each character representing a different facet of human struggle and resilience. The contestants are not merely participants in a deadly competition, but fully realized individuals with rich backstories and complex motivations. JiHun, the protagonist, is an everyman figure whose financial woes and strained family relationships make him instantly relatable. His journey from self-pitying gambler to reluctant hero serves as the emotional backbone of the series. Similarly, characters like Kang Sae Byok, the resourceful North Korean defector, and Cho Sang-woo, the morally ambiguous investment banker, bring depth and nuance to the narrative. The diversity of the contestants highlights the universal nature of the show's themes. From the elderly Illenium, who represents the forgotten generation, to Ali Abdul, a Pakistani migrant worker seeking a better life, each character's story sheds light on a different form of systemic marginalization. Their interactions, alliances, and betrayals create a rich tapestry of human emotion, showcasing the complexities of trust, loyalty, and survival under extreme circumstances. The series also explores how desperation can erode humanity. While some contestants rise above their circumstances, others succumb to their basest instincts, illustrating the moral and psychological toll of the games. This balance of hope and despair is what makes the characters' journeys so compelling, allowing viewers to see themselves reflected in their struggles and triumphs. Behind the mask. One of the most iconic visual elements of Squid Game is the design of the masked guards, whose unsettling anonymity and rigid hierarchy contribute significantly to the show's atmosphere of dread and control. The guards, dressed in red jumpsuits and distinctive masks adorned with geometric symbols, embody the dehumanization and mechanical precision of the system they serve. The triangular, circular, and square symbols on their masks signify their roles within the organization, creating a clear but oppressive chain of command. Circles represent the lowest-ranking guards, responsible for menial tasks, while triangles signify armed enforcers who maintain order among contestants. Squares, the highest-ranking guards, oversee operations and enforce the rules. This visual hierarchy not only helps structure the games, but also reflects the rigid power dynamics of the broader world, where individuals are often reduced to their roles within a system. The choice to keep the guards' faces hidden serves multiple purposes. On a narrative level, it reinforces the idea that they are mere cogs in a larger machine, stripped of individuality and humanity. On a thematic level, it underscores the anonymity of oppression, illustrating how systems of power function without regard for personal identity. The masks also create an emotional barrier between the guards and the contestants, allowing the former to carry out brutal acts without confronting their own morality. Designing the guards' uniforms was a deliberate process, with the creators drawing inspiration from traditional Korean attire, military uniforms, and dystopian aesthetics. The stark contrast between the guards' vibrant red and the muted colors of the contestants' tracksuits highlights the division between those in control and those being controlled. This attention to detail not only enhances the show's visual impact, but also deepens its commentary on power and authority. The Role of Capitalism: How Money Becomes the True Villain. While Squid Game features many antagonists, ruthless contestants, manipulative guards, and the enigmatic frontman, its true villain is capitalism itself. The series critiques a system that prioritizes wealth over humanity, forcing individuals to compete for survival in a world where financial stability is increasingly unattainable. The prize money at the center of the game serves as both a motivator and a trap, luring contestants into a deadly competition while exploiting their desperation. The transparent piggy bank, which fills with cash after each death, is a haunting reminder of the cost of survival. Its presence looms over the players, reinforcing the idea that their lives are mere commodities in the eyes of the system. The games themselves are a microcosm of capitalist society, where success often requires betraying others, prioritizing personal gain, and navigating arbitrary rules. The contestants, who range from debt-ridden gamblers to struggling workers, represent the casualties of an unequal system. Their willingness to risk everything for a chance at financial freedom illustrates the devastating impact of economic disparity. The show also critiques the voyeuristic nature of wealth, embodied by the VIPs who watch the games for entertainment. Their detachment from the suffering of the contestants highlights the dehumanizing effects of privilege, where the struggles of the less fortunate become a spectacle for amusement. This dynamic underscores the moral bankruptcy of a system that values profit over people, forcing viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about their own world. How Squid Game captivated the world. When Squid Game premiered on Netflix in September 2021, few could have predicted the cultural juggernaut it would become. Within weeks, the series topped streaming charts in over 90 countries, becoming Netflix's most watched show of all time. Its success transcended language and cultural barriers, capturing the imagination of audiences worldwide and sparking a global conversation about its themes, characters, and symbolism. The show's universal appeal lies in its ability to balance thrilling storytelling with profound social commentary. While the games themselves are suspenseful and visually striking, the series' exploration of inequality, morality, and survival resonates deeply across cultures. In a world grappling with the fallout of a global pandemic, rising unemployment, and increasing wealth disparity, Squid Game felt eerily timely, offering a stark reflection of contemporary struggles. Social media played a crucial role in amplifying the show's impact. Memes, fan theories, and viral challenges based on the games brought Squid Game into mainstream consciousness, turning it into a cultural phenomenon. From recreations of the red light, green light doll to discussions about the show's deeper meanings, fans engaged with the series in ways that extended beyond the screen. The show's success also marked a watershed moment for Korean content on the global stage. Following in the footsteps of Parasite and BTS, Squid Game demonstrated the universal appeal of Korean storytelling, solidifying South Korea's position as a cultural powerhouse. Its impact on the entertainment industry is likely to be long-lasting, paving the way for more diverse and innovative content in the global market. Squid Game: Sets, Colors, and Symbols. One of the defining features of Squid Game is its striking visual design, which combines vibrant colors, surreal settings, and symbolic imagery to create a world that is both captivating and unsettling. From the pastel-colored staircases inspired by M.C. Escher's artwork to the ominous simplicity of the game arenas, every aspect of the production design serves to enhance the story's themes and mood. The choice of colors plays a significant role in establishing the show's aesthetic and emotional tone. The guards' red uniforms symbolize power and violence, while the contestants' green tracksuits evoke vulnerability and uniformity. The pastel hues of the staircases and playgrounds create a false sense of innocence, contrasting sharply with the brutality of the games. This juxtaposition heightens the tension, forcing viewers to confront the dissonance between appearance and reality. The sets themselves are meticulously designed to evoke both nostalgia and unease. The playground-like arena for red light, green light is a prime example, blending childhood familiarity with an ominous scale that dwarfs the contestants. Similarly, the tug-of-war platform, suspended high above the ground, emphasizes the life or death stakes of the games. These settings not only serve as backdrops for the action but also reinforce the psychological and thematic underpinnings of the series. Symbols are another crucial element of Squid Game's visual language. The masks worn by the guards and the VIPs represent the anonymity and detachment of those in power, while the geometric shapes on the guards' masks signify their hierarchical roles. The transparent piggy bank filled with prize money is a constant reminder of the contestants' desperation and the commodification of human life. These visual elements work in harmony with the narrative, creating a cohesive and immersive world that lingers in the minds of viewers long after the credits roll. Memorable characters. One of the most compelling aspects of Squid Game is its rich ensemble of characters, each of whom brings a unique perspective to the story. These characters are not just players in the deadly competition, but fully realized individuals with complex motivations, moral dilemmas, and deeply human flaws. Their diverse backgrounds and interactions create a tapestry of stories that anchor the series' high-stakes narrative in emotional depth. JiHun, the show's protagonist, serves as the emotional core of the series. A man burdened by debt, estranged from his daughter, and struggling to find purpose, JiHun is a relatable everyman whose journey is one of redemption and resilience. As the competition unfolds, his inherent kindness and moral compass clash with the brutal realities of the games, forcing him to make heart-wrenching decisions. His relationship with other contestants, such as his unlikely bond with elderly player Illenium, underscores the humanity that persists even in the direst circumstances. Sae-Byok, the North Korean defector, is another standout character whose quiet strength and resourcefulness make her a fan favorite. Her backstory, marked by loss and sacrifice, adds layers of emotional complexity to her quest for survival. Sae-Byok's interactions with other contestants, particularly her brief but poignant friendship with JiHun, highlight the fleeting moments of connection and hope amidst the chaos. Cho Sang-woo, JiHun's childhood friend turned adversary, embodies the moral ambiguity at the heart of Squid Game. A once promising investment banker brought low by his own greed, Sang-woo's descent into ruthlessness is both tragic and chilling. His choices force viewers to confront uncomfortable questions about morality, survival, and the cost of ambition. Other characters, such as the loyal but exploited Ali Abdul, the manipulative Han Minayo, and the enigmatic frontman, add depth and variety to the ensemble. Each character's story contributes to the series' exploration of human nature, illustrating the complex interplay of trust, betrayal, and resilience in the face of adversity. What fans may have missed. Squid Game is a series that rewards careful observation, with countless Easter eggs and hidden details woven into its narrative and visuals. These subtle touches not only enrich the viewing experience, but also deepen the story's themes and foreshadow key twists. For attentive fans, each rewatch reveals new layers of meaning, turning the show into a puzzle that continues to intrigue long after the final episode. One of the most significant Easter eggs is the presence of clues hinting at the true identity of Illenium. From his exceptional performance in games like Marbles to his conspicuous absence during the deadly brawl in the dormitory, Illenium's behavior stands out upon closer inspection. His familiarity with the game's rules and his cryptic comments about the joy of playing them foreshadow the shocking reveal that he is one of the masterminds behind the competition. The show's use of visual storytelling also includes subtle nods to the contestants' fates. For example, the methods by which certain characters meet their ends are foreshadowed in their backstories or early actions. Sang-woo's betrayal of Ali is mirrored in his own eventual demise, while Sae Byok's tragic death reflects her earlier vulnerability when seeking help for her family. These parallels add a layer of poetic justice to the narrative, underscoring the cyclical nature of choices and consequences. Another fascinating detail is the use of the guards' masks and symbols to convey the rigid hierarchy within the organization. The shaped circles, triangles, and squares not only denote rank but also subtly reinforce the dehumanization of the guards, who are stripped of individuality and identity. Similarly, the VIP's animal-themed masks highlight their predatory detachment, emphasizing the power dynamics at play. These hidden details and symbolic touches elevate Squid Game beyond a simple survival drama, rewarding viewers who engage deeply with its world and inviting endless discussion and interpretation. The impact of Squid Game. Squid Game is not just a show, it is a cultural phenomenon that has sparked widespread discussions about societal issues and human behavior. The series' exploration of economic inequality, systemic oppression, and the human cost of survival has resonated deeply with audiences worldwide, prompting conversations about the parallels between its fictional world and real-life struggles. One of the most significant societal discussions revolves around the critique of capitalism embedded in the series. By portraying a system where individuals are pitted against each other for financial gain, Squid Game holds up a mirror to the dehumanizing effects of unchecked greed and wealth disparity. The show's depiction of debt-ridden contestants, manipulative power dynamics, and the voyeuristic pleasure of the wealthy has been likened to real-world issues such as labor exploitation, social stratification, and the commodification of human lives. Fan theories have also played a major role in sustaining the series' popularity and engagement. From speculation about the identity and motives of the frontman to theories about the origins of the games and the VIPs, fans have delved into every aspect of the show's narrative. Some theories suggest that the guards are former contestants who chose servitude over death, while others explore the possibility of a deeper connection between JiHun and the organization. These theories not only reflect the depth of the show's world building, but also highlight its ability to inspire curiosity and debate. The impact of Squid Game extends beyond its storytelling, as it has also prompted discussions about the global entertainment industry. The show's unprecedented success has spotlighted the appeal of Korean content, challenging traditional notions of what constitutes mainstream entertainment and paving the way for greater cultural exchange. Awards and accolades. The critical and commercial success of Squid Game has been recognized through numerous awards and accolades, cementing its status as a cultural milestone. The series' gripping storytelling, innovative visuals, and powerful performances have garnered praise from audiences and critics alike, earning it a place in television history. At the 2022 Primetime Emmy Awards, Squid Game made history by becoming the first non-English language series to win major awards, including Outstanding Lead Actor for Lee Young-jae and Outstanding Directing for Hwang Dong-hyuk. These victories marked a watershed moment for global television, demonstrating the universal appeal of stories rooted in specific cultural contexts. How has Squid Game influenced popular culture? Since its debut, Squid Game has transcended its status as a television series to become a cultural phenomenon. The show's distinct visuals, gripping narrative, and incisive social commentary have left an indelible mark on global popular culture. The series has inspired countless adaptations, parodies, and homages, from viral TikTok challenges to high-profile fashion collaborations. Its influence extends beyond entertainment, sparking academic discussions on themes of inequality, capitalism, and human behavior. Universities have incorporated the series into courses on sociology and ethics, highlighting its relevance to contemporary issues. Additionally, Squid Game has elevated Korean media on the global stage, cementing its place in the pantheon of international storytelling. Its success has opened doors for other Korean creators, showcasing the richness and diversity of Korean cinema and television. Season 1, a deep dive into the narrative. Season 1 of Squid Game introduced audiences to a dystopian world where participants risk their lives in a series of deadly games to win a massive cash prize. The protagonist, JiHun, is a down-on-his-luck chauffeur drowning in debt. He is lured into the competition alongside 455 others, all struggling with similar financial woes. The season unfolds as a tense, emotional roller coaster, delving into the backstories of its characters and exploring the psychological toll of their participation. Each game pushes the characters to their limits, challenging their physical, mental, and emotional resilience. The relationships formed among the players' friendships, alliances, and betrayals underscore the complexity of human behavior under pressure. The shocking reveal of Illenium's true identity as the mastermind behind the games reframes the entire narrative, leaving viewers grappling with questions about morality, power, and control. Season 1's finale, where JiHun refuses to spend his prize money out of guilt and trauma, sets the stage for his journey of redemption and resistance. Season 2 explained. The conclusion of Squid Game Season 2 is a dramatic and powerful turning point, solidifying JiHun as the symbol of rebellion against the Squid Game organization. Throughout the season, JiHun undergoes a profound transformation, evolving from a traumatized survivor to a revolutionary figure fueled by purpose. His decision to confront the system rather than escape it marks a stark contrast to the man we first met in Season 1, whose primary motivation was to win money for his family. The final episodes of Season 2 see JiHun navigating a new round of games, each more brutal and psychologically taxing than before. Unlike his earlier experience, JiHun now enters the games with a clearer understanding of their true nature. He forms alliances with the remaining players, many of whom share his desire to challenge the system rather than simply survive it. This collective rebellion becomes the heart of the season's narrative, emphasizing themes of unity and defiance in the face of oppression. The finale's most striking image is that of JiHun, battered and exhausted, standing defiantly against his captors. This moment is symbolic of his growth not just as a player, but as a leader willing to risk everything for a greater cause. His decision to prioritize the rebellion over reuniting with his daughter is particularly poignant, highlighting the sacrifices required in the fight against injustice. It also raises complex moral questions. Is JiHun's choice to remain in this violent world justified by his cause, or does it risk alienating him from the very humanity he seeks to protect? The post-credits scene adds another layer of intrigue, introducing a revamped version of the infamous red light, green light game. This new iteration is darker and more technologically advanced, suggesting that the organization is evolving its methods to maintain control. The scene sets the stage for Season 3, where the stakes will undoubtedly be higher, and the rebellion will face even greater challenges. The future of Squid Game beyond Season 3. As anticipation builds for Season 3, the future of Squid Game seems brighter than ever. The series' ability to blend intense drama with profound social commentary ensures its continued relevance. Fans eagerly await the next chapter in JiHun's journey as he takes on the game's organizers and challenges the systems that perpetuate their existence. Predictions for Season 3, the future of the Squid Game universe. The dramatic conclusion of Season 2 and its post-credits scene leave the door wide open for an even more ambitious Season 3. With multiple plot lines left unresolved and new mysteries introduced, the next season promises to expand the scope of the Squid Game universe while deepening its exploration of power, survival, and resistance. The post-credits scene, which introduces a revamped red light, green light game, hints at technological advancements in the games. These changes could be tied to a new villain, perhaps someone even more dangerous than the VIPs or the frontman. Advanced technology, combined with the psychological manipulation already central to the games, would raise the stakes to unprecedented levels. Plot: what can we expect in Season 3 of Squid Game? Season 3 of Squid Game is poised to take the series to new heights, building on the tension and revelations of the previous seasons. Picking up directly from the aftermath of Season 2, the upcoming installment dives deeper into the chaos surrounding Song JiHun's relentless mission to dismantle the sinister Squid Game organization. With the stakes higher than ever, viewers can expect a season packed with emotional intensity, unexpected twists, and thought-provoking exploration of the human condition. Release date: when will Season 3 premiere? Netflix has confirmed that Squid Game Season 3 is in development, and fans are eagerly awaiting its release. While no exact premiere date has been announced, speculation points to a likely debut in late 2025 or early 2026. This timeline is based on the production history of the series. Season 1 premiered in September 2021, and the follow-up, Season 2, is slated for late 2024. Series director, writer, and executive producer Hwang Dong-hyuk confirmed the news in an emotional letter to fans. "I am beyond excited to be writing this letter to announce the date for Season 2 and share the news of Season 3, the final season," he wrote. The fierce clash between JiHun and frontman's Two Worlds will continue into the series finale with Season 3, which will be brought to you next year. As you bask in the twists and turns of Season 2, keep reading to prepare for even more action with Squid Game Season 3. Fans can expect Season 3 to deliver the same level of quality and detail that made the first two seasons global phenomena. With Netflix prioritizing the series as one of its flagship properties, there's little doubt that the final chapter of Squid Game will be worth the wait. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of Squid Game, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments what part of this insane story surprised you the most. And what are your theories about Season 3? Until next time, stay curious.